say, what's the first thing you're going to do with $335,000?
I don't think it's my money. I think it goes to my dad. Try to keep it and maybe try to invest in some other young horses. So hopefully we can have a longer career.
In round 2, how hard was that almost like 90-degree angle from the butterfly jump to the...
That was very difficult because it came very fast. You had the triple bar and then to the combination with double water. I mean, it's very difficult for the horses. And I needed some control to have that. And I would say my horse jumped very good outside after triple bar and it came a nice good distance. And then the rest came very good. I must say, I cannot say jump bad combination.
And when you finished, you had Roger behind you, you had Reed coming. Did you think you left the door open at all for them?
Of course, I had to wait what the other ones did, but I mean, I did my best I could, and I had 2 time faults, 1 in each round, and I would say it worked out now that I didn't pay the second place, but I mean, I think Reed and Bosty did a very good job, and I also have to congratulate them with
What if 2 rounds yesterday? With 2 rounds yesterday and again today, did you feel perhaps your horse was getting used to really tired?
Yeah, of course, it's a lot for the horse. Okay, my horse jumped only 1 round of the Nations Cup because we're not qualified for the second round. Okay, that's a lot of horses because also it's here and it's the toughest show in the world. And I mean, for the horses with this weather, it's tough for them. But I must say, my horse kept fresh till the start of the second round till the end. So I think we did a good job to prepare for the show.
What advice did your father give you after his round?
Stay good focused. Stay focused till the end.
That's Ludo. What advice did Olivier tell you?
I was before, and so he was concentrating on his own. I think I had to concentrate on myself, and I was very happy with my round. So I told him that he has to focus on the course. It was possible for him because his horse is in great form this week. He's doing every day very good, and I knew in the beginning that he had a chance today because his horse swims great, and he rode also very well.
Okay. The focus is an interesting point. Maybe Leopoldo. Or the riders, how do you explain what happened to Bosty and Jordan off the triple bar and then that break of concentration into the liquid holes?
Well, I didn't see Bosty and the other ones. I didn't see them, so I think it's just each rider has to concentrate. And our sport is so difficult for the moment that every little thing that we miss, that we have a fault or that we have time fault, I think it's very important to focus and really concentrate to ride around.
Leo?
This is that line when I built it last night. I walked in that distance several times, walking. I arrived a little bit late to the dinner last night for this reason, I believe. But that line I'm looking. What I want is 4 straight and after 3. And it was difficult to do 4 and 4, or even let me do 4 and 5. But the reality was 4 and 3. And the horses in the corner can lose, and the pressure on the riders. You need to know that they need to be clean, and that was a difficult line. To maintain the horse, the 4 straight, or the 3.5 or start turn, or this was very difficult in the mind of the riders to do. It's a really difficult test, in my opinion. Mostly not for the back, in a normal class, maybe not, but with all the pressure here and everything, it's a very difficult test.
Olivier, could you tell us a little bit about your horse, history?
History, I think, is together with his owner over there, Bert Hamerling. We bought him when he was 3 years old on the Oxford Holsteiner, and then my dad bought half of it, and then he came to our place since he was 3 years old. And then after, when he was 6 years old, I started to ride him. And it fit, in the beginning it fit very well. And then we started growing into the sport. And then last year, we won the gold medal for the young riders team. And then this year was the first year we really came into the seniors. And I must say, it went very well. We did some nice results this year. And this is really a prize to be proud of, together with the horse and with me.
What's his personality like at home?
At home he's very nice personality. At the show he has more strong personality, but playing all the time. But he has a very good character. He wants to go and he wants to win. I think that's very important for the horse. He has his bit his own way. He's a bit crazy like that, but I think he needs that. He needs that, and a good horse needs to winning to win. I think he has that.
Ludo, you said the other day that you were so happy to be riding in a show of this magnitude like this with your son. Today, to have one of your sons actually win this thing must be amazing for you.
Yeah, I have no words for that. I don't know how to explain it. It was really a dream if you can ride with your two sons on a show like Spruce Meadows, and if you can see that your son wins the Grand Prix, there's no words for it. I don't know. I feel the happiest father in the world, I think.
Ian, is Olivier the youngest ever winner of the Masters?
Yes. I could give you more if you'd like, Pamela.
No, that's all I wanted
At
to
one
know.
stage, we were looking at if the 18-year-old could take out the 19-year-old as we got into the later stages. But it was a very interesting lineup of newer horses, older riders, newer riders, older horses. It's really interesting chemistry out there on the international ring today.
Beezie, you have to be told Simon.
Yeah, I thought he was fantastic. I think both rounds, actually, I was a victim of the bicycle in the first round, but I don't even think he made a bad jump at that. He made a good jump and was thinking of B, a little shortening already for B, and he's a good horse. He anticipates, he tries to do things on his own, and that was maybe got him a little there, but mostly he comes through for me.
When you think of June to September with him in that stadium and now, 9 months into the exercise, starting to feel really confident?
We're feeling, feeling more like a partnership. Like I said, in July, it felt like it was kind of coming together there, and I think it's just continued on that way. He went from here, he went to Chantilly, and he was second there in the Global Champions Tour, and then the only other show he did before here was Valkenswaard as well, and he was sixth in that Grand Prix with 2 clear rounds. So, yeah, he's really becoming a partner.
Why do you think sorry. He had a few cool rounds earlier in the league, and and he's won this himself a few years ago. Were you pretty confident coming into this year?
I was confident I had a chance, but it's hard to, anything can happen on a day like today, and with courses like this, it's very difficult. And I took a little risk the first round making an inside turn that nobody did to try to be faster and make sure I didn't have a time fault, and that worked, but it could have backfired as well. So you try some things because you really want to win, and sometimes it doesn't always work. So, but I thought if things went well today, yeah, for sure I was probably had a chance.
Beezie, I thought it was really touching in the ceremony when Linda was speaking about Mr. Southern and all he's done. Can you tell us, what does this venue mean to you?
Well, first off, it's probably one of the best venues in the world, and I think it's a real tribute to Mr. and Mrs. Southern and now Linda and Tom as they continue it, but to build what they've done over the years, and every year we come here, it's hard to believe, but it's more improved. You don't think it can get better, and it does. And I've had some fantastic memories here. Had some great success, and things I'll never forget in my life.
With the $1 Million Weekend and the $1 Million Grand Prix in Socrates, do you ever, for a moment, think about going to Socrates instead, where it's arguably maybe easier?
It doesn't really enter my mind. No, it's not even close. different ballgame.
Thank you for that.
Ian, I have a question for you. There is money for the 40 contestants. They have only 30 begin.
I'm sorry?
There is money for all 40 contestants.
Yes.
But only 30 began today. So what happened with the money of the...
It was redistributed. The entire purse is redistributed. We put out an addendum to the riders this morning, and that's why my new best friend got $335,000 for first place instead of $325,000. And we met with the riders this morning at about 9 a.m. and the chefs to discuss two situations. One, the qualification standard the 40 maximum had not met it. And I think if you canvass the room, there's always some discussion around that. But I think you also found today that a number of riders walked the course and determined that, yeah, there needs to be a qualification process because, you know, you don't want to take a knife to a gunfight. And then the other element of that is we did not have confirmation this morning about the riders from the Netherlands' intention to compete. So we had two models working, and we discussed that with the riders and the chefs to keep before the first competition this morning, and it has been redistributed accordingly under FEI rules.
Leopoldo, we had the pleasure of speaking with you this morning, and thank you for that. Are you happy with the way the day played out?
I say thank you to God. Every year for me this is the biggest course I'm building, and I tell you I'm building 2 Olympic Games, and in my opinion these courses are bigger than when I'm building at the Olympic Games. In my opinion, I don't say about the others, about my Olympic Games, these courses are more tough and more difficult. The fences here are intimidated more the horses, and this put me a lot of pressure in my life. I think I lose more hair every year here. I have few hair, but if I do this 3 more years, I don't want to have any.
He's got 10 seasons left. Leo, just to that point, because prior to the broadcast we were talking about jump-offs, and normally if there is one in this event, it's 2. Well, it's typically a double clear, a time fault, or 2 time faults that win.
Yes, this is, I built in this show the first time, 1996, after the Olympic of Atlanta, and until now. That means in 17 times, I have 3 times a jump off. 2 times with 2 horses, and 1 time with 3 horses, and 14 times 1 double clean, and from this I have 5 times with time faults. I believe that this Grand Prix don't have a jump off. It's against defenses, and this is the pure sport, in my opinion. The sport, not for every day, but for a $1 million class like this, the second round need to be solved problem. Not this boy jumped fantastic today and was very bad. Jumping this fantastic, have another rider clean, jumping medium, and after beat him. He deserved to win. This is my opinion. And this is against defenses. It's another sport that all the other shows I building. And I say thank you to Plus Meadows to permit me and allow me to do that. But the other shows, they like, but I know you can't do this every day, but to finish with the horses. You need to give the chance to the horses to go in normal Grand Prix every week. But like this is a tough call, and I don't care about the field of riders. I believe in big and difficult. If I have clean. If I don't have, no problem. This is my view, and this is the philosophy of the show.